Good afternoon, my respected teacher and everyone present here. I am Anushka Yadav, class 11 B1 from Elmer Public School, and today I am going to share a little bit of my knowledge on genesis of periodic classification. First of all, I would like to tell you all that why do we need to classify elements. By now we know that the elements are the basic unit of matter, and at present 118 elements are there. So it is very difficult to study the properties of each element individually. So the scientists have decided to classify the elements in a sequential way so that their properties becomes easy to study. So today I will discuss Dobrynin stress, Newland's law of octaves, Lothar-Meyer curve, and Mendeleev periodic law. So let's start with Dobrynin stress. Dobrynin is the name of scientist who made a successful contribution in 1817 in genesis of periodic classification and tried his group of 3 elements. So he divided the elements into 3 groups. Let us take a hypothetical example of 3 elements, that is A, B and C. According to Dobrynin's law, he said that the atomic mass of B element will be equal to the average and mean value of its extreme elements. Let's take an example of lithium, sodium and potassium. As we all know that the atomic mass of lithium atom is 7 and sodium atom is 23 and potassium atom is 39. So I am taking the average value of these 2 elements. So by adding 7 and 39 and dividing it by 2, by adding 7 and 39 we will get 46, and by dividing it 2 we will get 23, which is exactly equal to the atomic mass of B element. So this is all about the Dobrynin stress. Now let's start with Newland's law of octave. Newland had made a successful contribution in 1866. An octave makes a group of 8 elements. Newland studied about some common elements and studies about their similarities and dissimilarities. So he takes some examples of some elements like hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus and sulfur. Let assign the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Here we have skipped helium and neon because they are novel gases and at that time they were not discovered. So according to Newland's law of octave, he said that the elements present on the 8th position will have the similar properties with the elements present on the first position. In the same way, the elements present on the 9th position will have the similar properties with the second element. So let's start with Lothar-Meyer curve. Lothar-Meyer had plotted a graph between atomic volume and atomic masses. The graph was in this shape. So he called these positions as peak positions. And the positions which are going upside are called as ascending position. And the slope which are coming downside is called as descending position. These positions are known as minima or trough. So Newland have put some elements on the peak position which are the elements of the group first elements and called as alkali metals. potassium, beryllium. And on ascending position we put halogens, fluorine, bromine and iodine. And at a descending position we put alkali earth metals. Like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, rubidium. Now let's start with. So this is all about genesis of periodic classification. Thank you.